Hello, baseball fans. This is King Ikeboo coming to you live from the underground bunker. And today we have a game from the 2005 season in PC Replay Baseball. And I'm replaying the 2005 season, and I don't know if you remember that season, but these were the two top teams in the AL Central that year. The eventual World Series champion, the Chicago White Sox, and the Cleveland Indians. And if you look at Mr. Pythagorean, he says that the Cleveland Indians were a better team than the White Sox. They should have won more games, but it didn't work out that way for the Indians, but they're going to try to rectify that here in this replay of the 2005 season. This is the third game of the year. These two top teams started the season playing each other, and as you can see, the Indians won the first game and lost the second, and so they're going for the rubber match here today. The starting pitcher for the Indians is Cliff Lee. It's his first start, and he's opposing Jose Contreras. The lineup for the Indians, leading off and playing left field, Coco Crisp. Batting second and playing center field, Grady Sizemore. Batting third, the DH, Travis Hafner. Batting fourth, the catcher, Victor Martinez. Batting fifth, the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Ben Broussard. Batting seventh and playing right field, Casey Blake. Batting eighth and third baseman, Aaron Boone. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Alex Cora. For the White Sox, leading off and batting and playing left field, Scott Pitsednik. Batting second, playing second base, Tadahito Iguchi. Batting third, the DH, switch hitter Carl Everett. Batting fourth, playing first base, Paul Konerko. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Jermaine Dye. Batting sixth, the center fielder, Aaron Rowand. Batting seventh and catching, A.J. Pierzynski. Batting eighth, third baseman, Joe Creedy. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Juan Uribe. Let's get the ball game
Replay
underway.
Radio is live from Chicago. Top of the first.
We're coming to you from the Cell this afternoon, the US Cellular Field on the south side of Chicago. You can see the first two games of this series. First one was won by the Indians 4-3, and the second one, yesterday's game, the White Sox won it 5-4, coming from behind with 3 runs in the ninth inning. Coco Crisp is leading off, and looks good for him. He has a line drive single. No possibility of a steal, though, because there's no asterisk or plus sign in the box that he happened to land on.
No outs, man on first.
Here's Grady Sizemore. He can do some damage here, and perhaps he does. With a single to left field. Pitsednik, who's an excellent, the entire outfield of the White Sox is an excellent defensive outfield, and he holds them crisp to second base. But something going on for the Indians here in the first.
No outs, men on first and second.
Travis Hafner, the power man. Hasn't gotten off to a good start. He's 1 for 10 to start the season with 5 Ks. Let's see if he can get his game going here. I think he has. A home run by Hafner, his first of the season, a 3-run shot. The fans do not appreciate that, but the Indians are leading 3-0.
3 RBIs today. No outs, base is empty.
And here's Victor Martinez.
One out, base is empty.
Johnny Peralta is up. And he strikes out.
2 outs, base is empty.
Ben Broussard hits the right column, but not the right number, and he is out. So,
3 runs, 3 hits, and none left on. Bottom of the first.
So Well, let's see if the early lead for Cliff Lee is something that he can hold on to. Yesterday, the Indians could not hold on to their lead, but today is a new day. So a possible hit here for Pythagorean. It's all dependent upon the ballpark. Roll a 5 or 6, he is on. And he is on.
No outs, man on first.
Tadaguchi. He can bunt. I don't think he'll do that here, though, with being down by 3 runs. But we shall see. Possible double play. I think it's dependent upon Lee's defensive rating. I think if we roll a 1, 2, or 3, he is safe, but anything higher than that is a double play. Let's see if I'm right. I get these mixed up. Yes, it's a double play.
2 outs, bases empty.
Carl Everett. Looks like he's on, but he has to steal. He has the plus sign. That means he must go. Of course, Victor Martinez
2 outs, man on first.
is not a very good catcher, and Cliff Lee holds base runners at a 3, so Everett has a very good chance of successfully stealing this base. Let's see what happens. 33 or above. Actually has to be above 33. It is a 34, so he's successful.
2 outs, man on second.
Must have been a close play. Okay, here's Paul Konerko, who has been the heart and soul of the White Sox for many, many years. 40 home runs in 2005. It's the right column, but once again, the 16 just gives you a deep fly.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 left on. Top of the second.
So the White Sox unable to answer in the first. Here's Casey Blake. He is 1 for 8 with a home run so far this year. And short fly to Jermaine Dye.
1 out, bases empty.
Aaron Boone. Probably the weakest link in the Indians offense in 2005. Only batting .243. 16 home runs. That's just a testimony of how good this Indians team was.
Two outs, bases empty.
Hopefully the Indians will return to that status very soon. Hit the 6-6, which is always good, but Joey Cora is not a power hitter, so he only has a single, but he does have a stolen base opportunity, and we have the early hook base runner for Contreras. He's given up too many base runners early in this game, but there's 2 out. But basically what happens with this is if he allows another base runner this inning, he goes to his B ratings, which are bad. B stands for bad, and then he has a dice roll at the end of the inning to see if he stays on the B ratings. So
2 outs, man on first.
as an offense, you always want to see that happen. But here's the stolen base opportunity, and Pierzynski is the same kind of catcher as Martinez, a 2, and Contreras holds runners even more poorly than Cliff Lee. And if you remember, Contreras had that big windup. That's probably the reason. So Cora has an excellent chance of stealing this base. If he doesn't, if it's 26 or less, he is not out because it's an asterisk, which means he just holds. But he is successful. So we have a man on second, and Coco Crisp is up.
2 outs, man on second.
Let's see if we can cash him in. No, we don't. We're not able to in that inning. No runs.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the second.
There's Dye. Dye is out. If you remember, if this is your first time watching this video or seeing this game, columns 1 and 2 are mostly strikeouts with some double plays and a few hits mixed in. Column 3 is where most of the hits take place. Column 4 is entirely on the infield defense. Column 5 are walks mostly. And column 6 is the power column.
1 out, bases empty.
You combine the pitcher and the hitter's numbers to determine the outcome, which is one thing I like about this game. Okay, so we have a bunt down the left field line, third base side. Aaron Boone is a good defensive player, a 2. And if he rolls both higher, he is out. If one of these numbers is a 1 or a 2, he is safe. He's safe because we rolled a 1. Rowand is on with 1 out. Gutsy play by
1
Rowand.
out, man on first.
Bunting. Here's Pierzynski. The most lovable character in baseball as voted by the players. And he pops out.
2 outs, man on first.
Here's Joe Creedy, 1 for 6 so far this season. 2 outs, man on first. And he strikes out. Lee is off to a really good start here.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Top of the third.
Sizemore singled in the first inning. Was one of the 3 base runners to score off Hafner's home run. Ball's hit to Iguchi. He is out. Or not. It's you take this number, add it to his defense, which is a 2, and we have an umpire call. If he would have been a 1 defense, he would have been out for sure. If it'd be a 3 defense, it'd be a more likely hit. If he was a 4 defense, it would be a no doubter he would have got a hit. So we have a 67% chance of being out here. If they roll a 1 or 6, and he is out.
1 out, base is empty.
It's one of the benefits of having good defense in the infield. Here's Hafner. He's the man responsible for the 3-0 lead for the Indians so far. And he is out. Jermaine Dye made the play.
2 outs, base is empty.
Martinez flied out to Dye, who's busy. And that time he flied out
It's
to
a 1-2-3
Pythagorean
inning. Bottom of the third.
Here's Juan Uribe. Hit the walk column, but he doesn't walk a lot. And therefore he's out.
1 out, base is empty.
Podsednik, he singled in the first. Okay, so he walks, but there is a K. That means he is going to try to steal, and the K column is not a very good.
1 out, man on first.
So the fans really like that walk, but it's not a very good chance. Although Martinez, once again, is a poor catcher, so that increases his chance for stolen base. But we'll see what happens here. So you can see a lot of red. In fact, I don't think Martinez will come into play at all unless it's the 10 and 12 for the pass ball or wild pitch. And Podsednik is out. See, the K column on the chart is not very good.
2 outs, base is empty.
Here's Iguchi with 2 out. He grounded double play the first inning. And he strikes out here in the third.
No runs, no hits, and none left on. Top of the fourth.
Johnny Peralta. Why did the Indians let him go?
One out, base is empty.
Broussard flew out to Podsednik in the second, and this time he walks. So we have that early hook base runner. Basically, anytime up to the 5th inning, we're going to see that if Contreras allows any base runners. And we'll see if the
1 out, man on first.
Indians can take advantage of that. One more base runner makes him temporarily tired, possibly tired for the game. Okay, we have a chance here. I think it was 33% chance of hit. So because of the early hook base runner, it is more crucial that we roll a 5 or 6 here. But we do not. Rowan makes the play.
2 outs, men on first.
Here's Aaron Boone. Flew out to die. And Contreras escapes again.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 4th.
Here's Carl Everett. He singled in the first inning, and he's out. Deep fly to center field.
1 out, bases empty.
Konerko flew out to Pacey Blake in the second inning, and this time he walks. And he doesn't have to steal. That would be not good for him.
1 out, man on first.
He's a 1 runner. Not the fleetest of foot. Jermaine Dye looking to get the White Sox back in this ball game. He hits the right column. Doesn't hit the power one though, and he has a single with 1 out.
1 out, men on first and second.
Rowand is off to an excellent start here this season. He's 4 for 9. He has a home run, and he had a bunt single last time up. Hits a good column, but does not hit the walk number, and he strikes out.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Lefty versus lefty. Pierzynski, he won the game. He was the one that hit the 3-run homer in the bottom of the 9th, yesterday's ball game. Let's see if he can duplicate that. Let's hope not. Ooh, came close. But the short fly to Sizemore ends the inning and
no
the threat.
1 hit and 2 left on. Top of the 5th.
Cora singled last time, 2 for 4 to start the season. Iguchi, easy play, throws him out. 1 down.
1 out, bases empty.
Here's Coco Crisp. Will he be a New York Met next year? Heard something about that. Okay, so we have the early hook again. This is the last inning this can happen. After that, we're no longer early in the ball game. And
1 out, man on first.
We have the 5-5 column, which often results in a possible re-roll. And you can see here we have a lot of possibilities for a wild pitch, as Contreras threw quite a few in 2005. Let's hope for another. Nope, just a pitch in the dirt. He escapes.
1 out, man on first.
Sizemore. Let's get on. Oh, double play ball. That was crucial, that wild pitch.
No runs, 1 hit, and none left on. Bottom of the 5th.
So Contreras has escaped 4 innings in a row with the early hook threat, and he's settling down. And let's see if the White Sox can capitalize on that. Doesn't look that way to start
1
it.
out, base is empty.
Here's Uribe.
Two outs, base is empty.
Lee is just rolling right now.
An easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3. Top of the 6th.
Okay, so Contreras has 6 left. This is basically what it means is he has 6 more base runners or hitters before he is possibly tired. Hafner's getting it going. He doubles into the corner, and he's not very fast base runner, so
no outs, man on second.
no possibility of him stretching it out. Here's Martinez. The advantage of a switch hitter is you always have the advantage if you hit the 3-6 column. Notice there is no threat for the early hook because we're in the 6th inning. If this would have been the 5th, he would now be tired. But we're in the 6th, so that no longer applies. But Martinez singles, and we're 1st and 3rd with no one out.
No outs, men on 1st and 3rd.
Here's Peralta. He has struck out, and he's grounded to third base. Here's an error possibility. Uribe is an excellent fielder with range, but his errors is also not bad. 52. If we roll higher than a 52, we have an error. 44, no error, but the run scores on the force to second base. And it's now 4-0.
1 out, man on first.
And Contreras, because he allowed the run, is now tired. Let's see if they pull him. Broussard is up. 1 out. They do not pull him. And he's getting wild. He hit Broussard, and now we have first and second.
1 out.
And
men on first and second. They're making the call to the bullpen.
Ozzy has seen enough. He has brought in Luis Vizcaíno. You see his numbers for 2005. Because it's a right-handed pitcher versus right-handed batter, bring him in the middle of the inning. They have the relief pitcher option, which means you get to pick which column. You have column the row 1. Row 1, of course, is the best for a pitcher. They have selected the hit column 3. They do not want to allow a base hit here, and so it's all ones now. So it's going to be much more difficult for Blake to get a hit off column number 3. Still get 5 and 6 are the same though. Hit the 5, but the wrong number, and he strikes out.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Here's Boone. He's 1 for 10. He flied out to die, and he's grounded out to shortstop.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Okay, so he walks. He has a stolen base D, which is actually a good column, but you can't steal when there's someone on second, so that will not have the effect.
2 outs, bases loaded.
Will not apply. Here's Joey Cora. He is singled and grounded to Iguchi. 2 out. Let's see if he can cash in with the big 2-out base hit. He does not.
1 run, 2 hits, and 3 left on.
So Vizcaíno pitches out of the jam in the
Bottom
6th.
of the 6th.
And it's 4-0. Remains 4-0. Easy play to Cora.
1 out, base is empty. Ball 4.
Okay, so Everett walks, and this is the column for the re-roll.
1 out, man on first.
Cliff Lee's a 3, so he has a 50-50 chance of throwing a wild pitch if it's on him. Martinez is excellent at preventing pass balls. He's a 5, but there's only one column where it comes into play, and that's 2. So let's see what happens. So hit the 6. It's on Lee. He has a 50-50 chance of throwing a wild pitch. Anything higher than a 3 is bad, but he throws a 3 and no wild pitch.
1 out, man on first.
Konerko. He's got to come up big here to get the White Sox back in it. Okay, so normally if the Indians are playing back there, that would have been an out, but because they're playing halfway, or Broussard was holding the runner, there the 19 becomes a single off the fielder's glove.
1 out, men on first and second.
Here's Jermaine Dye. For the first time, Lee's in a little bit of trouble here. But we're out of trouble as the easy double play ball to Johnny Peralta.
That's their second double play turn today. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Top of the 7th.
Still 4-0 Indians. Crisp is on with a walk.
No outs, men on first.
Here's Sizemore. Single, grounded to second, and hit to a double play to shortstop Uribe last time up. This time he flies out deep to Pythagorean, who makes the play.
1 out, man on first.
Here's Hafner. He's homered and lined out to die and also doubled. He advances the runner.
2 outs, man on second.
Martinez flied out, and singled.
Ball 4, victory.
And they walk him intentionally. Playing
2
the
outs, man on
percentages.
first and second.
There's Peralta. He is not having a good game. Struck out, grounded out to third, and grounded out to short. And he struck out here to end the inning.
No runs, no hits, and 2 left on. Bottom of the 7th.
Okay, Lee has got 2 base runners or 2 at-bats left before he's possibly tired. He's pitching a shutout, so I imagine they'll give him a lot of opportunity to stay in the ball game without being tired. He just keeps on rolling here.
1 out, bases empty.
Strikes out Pierzynski.
2 outs, bases empty.
And he is out. Close play, but
They go
good
down
defense.
quietly, nothing doing this half inning.
Comes into play there.
Top of the 8th. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
Here's Shingo Takatsu. And he's not their greatest reliever, though he does have 8 saves. This must have been a temporary closer for the White Sox.
One out, bases empty.
Not much happening in this game since the first inning.
2 outs, bases empty.
But that's baseball. You have games like this, you never know what's going to happen. Okay, so the 19 plus a 1 means the umpire comes into play. Roll a 1 or 6 to be safe. It's a 3 and he's out. Inning over.
It's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 8th.
Okay, here's Lee. Still pitching a shutout. Although he's walked Uribe to start the 8th inning. And it's also a possibility for...
No outs, man on first.
No, I guess it's not with the 40. I guess it's 20 and 15 are the ones for the re-roll. Here's Pythagorean, lefty-lefty matchup. Hit the right column, but not the right number, and he is out.
1 out, man on first.
Gucci. Here's something. Possible home run for Gucci. Not only possible, but definite. The sleeping fans have come to life here on the south side.
1 out, bases empty.
And that knocks Cliff Lee out of the ball game. So what should we do? Who should we bring in? Wickman was the one who blew the game yesterday. Everett's not any better either way. So we're just going to bring in the best pitcher we have. Got right-handers coming up. We're going to bring in David Risky. It's his first time on the mound this season. We've been saving him. He's probably their best reliever, though he can give up the home run ball, which would not be good. Okay, Cora is going to be tested for an error here. He's a 61. He has to roll 62 or higher. Odds are not good, and that's good because it was a 6 on the blue, which means it would have been a 2-base error. but he makes the play.
2 outs, bases empty.
Here's Konerko. Walked and singled and flew out to right to Blake. But he's out here. Aaron Boone
2
throws
runs,
him out.
1 hit, and none left on. Top of the 9th.
Cora is out. Struck him out.
1 out, bases empty.
We're back to Crisp, who has been on base 3 times today. Singled twice and walked. And he's on base again.
Ball 4. Take your base. 1 out, man on first.
Sizemore has struggled, and that's one of the main reasons why this is as close a ball game as it is. Okay, here's the Gold Glove outfield going to be tested here. Not much chance of him not making this play, only if we roll a 6. But we do not, and Sizemore's out again.
2 outs, man on first.
But never fear, we have Hafner, who's playing very well today. He's 2 for 4, home run and a double, 3 RBIs. Not this time, though. He is struck out, and Takatsu does his job, keeping it close.
No hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 9th.
Okay, so we have the exact same situation as we did yesterday. Indians up by 2 in the bottom of the 9th. We're going to leave Mr. Risky until possibly if he allows somebody on base, then we might have to think about, because of the home run, to go elsewhere. But we're going to see what happens. Peralta's going to be tested for an error to start off the 9th. 45. Oh, he makes the play. No error. Big.
1 out, base is empty.
Here's Rowand. This time it's to Peralta again, but he's not tested for an error. He just makes the play without any question. 2 out.
2 outs, base is empty.
And here's yesterday's hero. He has to do something to keep this game alive. And he does.
Ball 4.
He is a clutch ball player.
2 outs, man on first.
Okay, so it's decision time. We have a home run hitter. And we have a home run pitcher. Do we bring in the closer? Is he any better? A little bit better. Basically, if he hits this column, it's a home run no matter what. This one is a good possibility. If we're going to try to eliminate the Howery's not available, Rhodes, he nullifies some home run, but he is a left-handed pitcher. Although he's got excellent numbers. He had no saves on the season. You wonder why with those numbers. Betancourt. I think we're going to bring in Mr. Rhodes here. This is not traditional, but Creedy doesn't demonstrate that he's any better right-handed or left-handed. The only possibility is this square. This would become a hit if we hit this. But it's better than this. We have to bring in someone who can take away the home run. So we're going to bring in Rhodes. Not traditional managing here. But I hope you can see my logic. And I look like a genius now because if I would have left in Mr. Risky, this would definitely be a home run. But as of now, he is going to probably nullify that unless he hits the 1, and then we have another roll to see. He can also, because of this little number here, he would take away the home run if we roll a 1, 2, or 3. But this is definitely a base hit, but hopefully not a home run. Look at that. Okay. Oh no. So we have a 50-50 chance of a home run here. Because Rhodes has the 3, he takes away a lot of the home runs, but he can still allow it if he rolls higher than a 3. He doesn't. So if we would have left in risky, this game would be tied. But we still have a chance as the Indians to
2 outs, men on first and
escape here. It's up to Juan Uribe. We're going to leave in Rhodes. Okay, the infield is back. Broussard makes the play. Fans are not happy.
Cleveland wins a nail-biter. Goodbye, everybody.
So in the last game I recorded, the 1960 Giants versus Dodgers, it was bad managing that one of the main factors that cost the game. But this time I make up for that in this one. I'm not tooting my own horn or anything. But here we have Cliff Lee wins his first of the season. Contreras the loss. The save goes to Rhodes, and the MVP is Cliff Lee.